Hello, hello, hello. And happy anniversary, Mary Kay. 60 years. Wow, that is a milestone. It's our diamond anniversary. Do you like diamond? I love diamonds. All right, this is Magda Brady. I am so excited. And congratulations to Mary Kay for being the achiever of #1 brand of skincare and color cosmetics combined in direct sales worldwide. Wow, a company that was built by a middle-aged woman that she did it in a very little basement size place, and she never in her wildest dream thought that it's going to be that big. And I was reflecting yesterday on my life. What if I did not say yes? What if I did not say yes? So interestingly enough, that I met a couple of new ladies yesterday, and they wanted to know why I decided to add Mary Kay to my life. And, they wanted to know my story. So I am going to share with you quickly. And if you know me well, I don't prepare what I say. I just speak from the heart. So whatever I'm going to share is going to be totally transparent. So we're going back about 28 years ago. I was introduced to Mary Kay Cosmetics. Actually, to be truthful, I was introduced 38 years ago. And I just don't even remember what happened at the presentation. I did not buy anything, but Mary Kay kept coming into my life. And if you knew me before Mary Kay, I had no stitch, not even a stitch of makeup on my face. And I washed my face with Dove soap. Okay. I did not know anything about skincare or what the brow bone is or how to put two eyeshadows together. So when Mary Kay came and found me the last time, I wanted to learn about skin wellness because I was at that time started to start to see some fine lines, expression lines, like, oh, I thought that I am too young for that. So anyway, I fell in love with the products, but I have to tell you, I could not fit it in my budget, even it was not that much. But I was a single mom raising my daughter by myself as a sole provider. Um, and so I could not justify getting the skincare and started to use it. But I saw a difference after my free session with my consultant. And I remember walking away and say, this is something I hope I could be able to fit it in my budget. But I was determined to keep her in a private school. So that made me live from a paycheck to paycheck as a sole provider. And interestingly enough, my consultant was such a wise woman that she saw how hard I worked for someone else in corporate America to raise my daughter by myself. And I was working 4 jobs. Yes, I was working 4 jobs, my full-time job. My background is in business and accounting. And I did the bookkeeping for a realtor. I waited tables and I rolled the newspaper that people throw in your driveway, that you put it in the trash. Okay. So anyway, I'm going back in the memory lane. And I honestly, she shared with me if I could take a look at what she does, and I had no interest. My level of interest was below 0, not even 1. I was not interested. I felt like I went to college. I have a degree in business, a degree in accounting. I am going to climb up that corporate ladder. I am going to raise this child by myself after my divorce. And but I was living paycheck to paycheck, as I mentioned. So my heart had I was like, eyeing all these lovely women who are in Mary Kay, and I was so drawn to them. They were different kind of women than the women that I worked with. They were positive. They had energy. They were living life intentionally with a purpose, having dreams. And I have to tell you, I stopped dreaming when I was so young, in my early 30s. And I was in the survival lane. I don't know if you know of someone who's in the survival lane. So I was working hard and coming home, giving my leftover to my most beautiful gift from God, my little girl. And security is important to me. How am I going to support myself and her in a country that is not mine at that time? And I don't have family here. So the likelihood that I would actually do Mary Kay was not even in the radar. But I remember that I fell in love with Mary Kay herself, the woman. She was a single mom herself of 3 kids. Her husband came from the war and decided he doesn't want to do the marriage thing. And that was in the 60s. And actually before the 60s. So long story short, this obedient woman decided to start something for women, to give them freedom and flexibility and give them wings to the dreams. Maybe their dream is to make a little bit of extra money, or maybe they want to contribute into the household, or maybe they desire to put their kids in a private school, or they want the sisterhood, or they want to be in a culture that is positive. So this genius woman built a marketing plan to empower women to work independently, set their own hours, set how much money they want to earn with no quotas, no glass ceiling. And then she decided, well, I need a product. So she was not trying to make herself rich by having a product and having some people sell it and she makes money. No, she wanted to enrich women's life. So she was so true and authentic to God's calling to her. I will, if I ever meet Mary Kay, I always say, what would I tell her? Thank you, Mary Kay. My life would not be the same. So going back to my story, when I was presented with the opportunity, I could not imagine myself doing it. I told you why. I did not have time. I was a busy gal, right? Busy doing the wrong things, working the wrong jobs. I did not have money and I did not know anybody. I did not have chance to really meet people when you work 7 days a week, all day long. And I was not the girly girl. I was actually a tomboy. So anyway, but I worked hard. And somehow, and I was extremely shy. I have to tell you, I was extremely shy. And you probably said, no way you were shy. Trust me, I was shy and I was broken. I walked out of an abusive marriage. So I was done. So anyway, I just was drawn to these Mary Kay women. And finally, I thought, she said, well, if it could help you to make a little bit of extra money. I said, yes, a little bit of extra money. So my big plan of success was to make $50 extra. I could not dream more than $50. Is that crazy or what? $50 extra to go toward her private school. And then I thought, what if I just start and I don't need to tell them that I'm going to quit in 6 months because this cosmetic thing is not for me. This was my grandiose plan of success before I signed. But anyway, I'm going to tell you something I probably don't share it with a lot of people, but on my way to take my daughter to school, her private school, there was a sign and it says there's nothing at a place across, a church across the street from her school. It says, there's nothing two cannot do if God is one and the other is you. So I realized this message was for me. I'm scared. I'm alone. I don't have money. I don't speak the language. I don't know anyone. I don't even know who to start with. I did not go to school here. I don't have family to start with and practice with. So all the odds was against me. But somehow I knew I wanted to say yes. I was so shy that I remember that when I was in a gathering and when people introduced themselves, guess what I did? I would repeat my name so I would not forget it. Because when I stand and say my name, I was so shy that I may forget who I was. Oh my gosh, did I come a long way? All right. And I'm doing actually live streaming. All right. So anyway, so I came in, fell in love with the product, and the thought of, wow, I could come in and save on my products that I couldn't afford and make money. I'll try it. So all I could fit is an hour or two a week in my busy schedule. So I gave up a couple of the other jobs and I started gaining my confidence back. Remember, I had no self-esteem, none. And I started feeling good about myself. So Mary Kay restored who I was before Mary Kay. And it gave me confidence. So I had fun. I loved it. I started having friends. I did not know anyone because if you know a shy person, they're hoping that people can reach out to them because they cannot have an eye contact and start a conversation with someone. That was me. So I fell in love with it and it's amazing. God's plan. Remember, I came in to make $50 and quit in 6 months. Well, guess what? The company that they told me I'm secured for life with, they shut down. And they told me not to worry. The accounts that I held love me so much. All these clients, they are ready to hire me. And for the first time in my life, Miss Security person was ready to step out in faith and experience freedom and flexibility. And I said, what if I'm making this amount of money in this little amount of time? Imagine I would give Mary Kay 4 hours a week and instead of an hour or two. What if? What if it allows me to be able to stay home with my daughter and not take her to school when she is sick and not to beg for vacation and they decline my vacation and get a permission to go party? I'm an adult. I got a taste of something I did not know that I can experience. So I decided when they gave us the pink slip and they shut down that I am going to take Mary Kay full time. I did not build it at that time, but I had a handful of customers and I was willing to learn the skill. And I remember calling my recruiter and I said, guess what? I lost my job. And she said, oh, send me your resume. I will help you to get a job. I said, nope, show me how to build this business. So I could be home with my daughter, who was 9 at that time. And I said, I'm going to give it a try. The worst scenario could happen is I could step back on the treadmill and wake up in the wee hour of the morning, get out of the house at 5:45 to make it home, to make it to work by 8, to get home late at night after all her activities and do it all over again, a week in, week out, all by myself. And I stepped out in faith and took God as my partner. And he's the pilot and I'm the co-pilot. And what an amazing culture of Mary Kay. Women supporting women. They breathed life in me. They helped me learn the skill. So I was able to stay home from February 1st of 97. And in that journey, I was able to be home and present with my daughter, not be tired and ask her to repeat what she said, and not getting home, giving her the leftover. I was totally present. I was able to be part of all her activities. I was able to dream again. I was able to actually go home, and Mary Kay pays for it, and go and see my family that I haven't seen for 8 years. And then from that moment on, I started learning how to set goals and dreams, and achieve little goals and big goals, and chase the prize that Mary Kay gave us, and build customers who became family and friends. And I was not alone in this country anymore. And allow me to keep my daughter in a private school, allow me to put her in college without 1 cent of student loan, allow me to pay for her wedding cash and walk her down the aisle, and get prizes. Yes, I thought I loved Damien, but you know what? I really did not care for any of these prizes. But the prize represented that I was growing, that I was blessing women. And in the process, we were able to buy our own home and earn a free car. Can you imagine eliminating car payment and 85% of car insurance and driving a free car every year or every other year? Brand new, on the zero. So I earned 15 cars. I'm not saying that to impress you. I'm saying this is the little girl who's shy, broken, damaged goods, who came in, did not know how to wear eyeshadow or do skincare, but was willing to give it a try. So I had all reasons not to do it. Busy, don't know people, don't have money, don't speak the language, all the things I said, but I was decisive. When God spoke to my heart, I made the decision despite of, because my reason was strong. My reason was my daughter. And after my daughter graduated, I lost my reason. And then I decided, what about me? What about me? I have dreams, big girl dreams. So some of the women are retiring, or some women are longing to have some girlfriends. They left the workforce and they don't have that circle of people. Mary Kay could be that culture that, give them that sisterhood. Or maybe they need a little extra money, maybe $50 like me. Or what if they work 4 hours a week? Fun, virtual, or in person, making friends and sharing products, saving on their product and making money, and making maybe an additional $500 cash or $1,000 cash. Would $500 to $1,000 working really part-time in a culture right now, or time that everything is going up, but we need a little bit of extra cash? Did you go to the grocery store and you realize that you got the same stuff and you paid more than what you paid last week? Or you went to the gas to put the gas pump in your car, and it's like, oh my gosh, it's taking money away from putting food on the table. So I am a firm believer that everybody need a side hustle, whether they want to save money on their product. Of course, we need customers. So if you're a happy customer and you don't want to do Mary Kay, it's fine. But save money, making 50% on the product you love, and sharing with just family and friends. You don't have to take it as a career, right? Or you want to make money, a little bit of extra to pay the electric bill or the gas bill or vacation, or put braces on a child, or put your grandchild into the school of their choice, whatever it is. Or maybe you need confidence like I did. Mary Kay is the wings to anyone's dream. And what I love about it is that you could give it a try. If you like it, you do more. If you don't like it, you could scale back and keep getting the product at cost. So in the month of September, our anniversary, thank you, Mary Kay, we are offering a special. So you can start with, and instead of $35 that pays for your website, state-of-the-art website for a year, and the ability to take credit cards, and a packet that you will get, and you'll have access to all the products, especially during the holidays. Can you imagine shopping at your own Mary Kay store and gifting everybody Mary Kay and use it as a tax deduction? That's another thing I wish we had all the time. Yeah, everything you pay for your house will be tax deducted. So anyway, so that's, instead of 35, it's going to be 25 this month. And another option is, normally it's $100 to get a box full of products and training materials and the website and the credit card ability to charge and process transaction. Normally 100, and this month is only 75. I could go to the dollar store and I will spend on house cleaning stuff and nothing for 25, and it's not going to change my life. This company changed my life. And I look at my daughter and I say, this is the prize. This person is the prize, that I was present and I did not miss anything. She is who she is because I was not working for someone else, that I was just a number. I'm disposable, right? But I was present in the most important people in my life. So when I look at a beautiful, wholesome child of mine, I say, thank you, Mary Kay. So this is my story. I'm sticking with it. So you may not be interested in doing what we do, but you may know someone who's on her knees, praying, working several jobs, or thinking that she needs to go and get a job so she could help in the household. Or maybe she is not ready to be put on the shelf and she is longing to have a community to be part of, that she feels good about herself and she has confidence and has the freedom and flexibility. She decides when to work, how, and her pace of working. We could work as little as we want or as fast as we want. The good thing about it is what I found out based on a worldwide study, that Mary Kay is the highest paid home-based business in the world. Isn't that amazing? And we make more money in the least amount of time. And then we have residual income, because put the product on the face, it goes down the drain, and it's residual income. People reorder. That is like food. So there's so many other avenue of income. If you don't want a car and you love your car, there's cash compensation. The tax deduction is incredible. So this is a little bit about why I'm thankful for Mary Kay, and I will never retire. This is your fearless consultant, Magda Brady.